This is SCP Radio Network coming to you live from Sky.
All right, and we got our interview ready, Mr. CEO over there. All right, well, let's welcome Miss Lydia. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great.
Did we wake you up?
Excuse me?
Did we wake you up?
Oh, no. I was already up. No, it's too early for bed.
Okay.
It's Friday night, so it's a little early for
Right?
bed.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome to SCP Radio. Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself, your name and where you're from, and what you do?
Well, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a multi-genre singer-songwriter. I've been doing a lot of music lately. I've been out performing. I want to give a big shout out to my promoters, Christina G and La Jolla, have been doing amazing as to getting me interviews and getting me performances. And, it's just been a very good year for me. I was nominated for the Pura Vida Awards, and now I'm being nominated again for the Guadalupe Awards for Single of the Year and also for New Female Artist.
Nice.
Awesome. Congratulations.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit. How long have you been in the music business?
Well, I've been singing professionally since 2012. Did record some Tejano songs that were kind of left in the wind. We hadn't released them. And so I left the music business for a little while to tend to some family things that I was going through. And then I said, you know what? I'm not done. I said, music is a part of me and I got to go back out there. I love performing. I love music in general, all types of music. So I've been back now for about 2 years and performing and recording new music, of course, and just ready to hit the stage and go out there and meet people and, just see a little bit of everything that Tejano has evolved, and it's getting better, and it's, all these new songs, these new, generation of music. It's been wonderful, and I'm ready to get some more. Like I want more.
So do you see a big difference from when you had started out back in, what did you say, 2012? What is that the year you said? From now, in the industry and the way the music? Oops.
Well, the difference that I see is that social media is, it's out there and it's building everybody.
Right.
Everybody gets to know who you are, gets to hear your music, get to sample your music. It's much easier now than it was back in 2012 with the social media.
Right. And so do you run all your social media sites by yourself? What sites are you on? Are you on TikTok, Instagram?
Yes, I have Instagram under Lydia Flores. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and the new Threads and the new X. Although I don't know how to use those really well, but I'm still there. And I hear my music on them, so but the most that I'm more active on is on Facebook and TikTok.
Nice. And when's your next performance?
My next performance will actually be this coming Sunday. I am gonna be out there at the VFW on off of Roosevelt and here in San Antonio. I'm going to be doing Fall Fest with Christina G Promotions and La Jolla Promotions. It all starts at 12. I believe there's 2 singers before me, and I go on stage at 2:45. So I'm excited about that. I also got a meet and greet tomorrow at Janie's Record Shop to promote the Fall Fest. And we'll be out there early tomorrow from, I believe, 11 a.m. till like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So
Okay.
come on.
Yeah, that's for Mini Mo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, do you write your music, or do you do covers, or what? How do you do your song selection?
When I go out and perform, I do a lot of covers. I do, and just music that I love, that I grew up with, and that I along the way a lot of covers from like Laura Canales, Selena, of course. But I do write my own music. I do have original music that I've written, and I'm getting ready to um, record another Tejano cumbia. So I just got some recent releases, but they're in English. I'm doing a whole full pop album as well. So I do multi-genre. So I gotta finish that pop album. I got 2 songs on that pop album already out, and getting ready to do that cumbia, which I'm really excited about because I love dancing cumbias. So yes.
So you put a little bit of everything. So you're doing pop, you're doing cumbia, you're doing Tejano.
Yes, yes. I also write and have recorded country music as well, and I also have a Latin pop. So it's kind of it's a Latin pop song also. So that one's in Spanish, and I love the lyrics to it. I write everything, so everything that I write is just thoughts that come to my mind. Some of them have personal, and some of them don't. It's just whatever I'm feeling at the moment, whatever I'm thinking about, and I just start writing things here and there. And well, my son is very good at doing music, so he's been producing my music for these last recordings that I've done. The first recording is the Tejano album that I first released, which is the Wildflower. That one, all the music was arranged by Anthony Hernandez from Los Dudes. And so I performed a lot with Anthony throughout the years as well, but he hasn't been feeling well, so his health is more concerned right now than anything else. So I did do a lot of performances with Anthony out there, and with John Pacheco and Richard Solis from the Latin Breed. So I've just had so many privileges and been able to perform with so many wonderful musicians that I feel so honored. And so I brought those songs to Anthony, and he just made all my thoughts and everything that I had written down, and he brought them to life. And so those are the songs that I'm promoting now because I just released those.
And is your music available on digital platforms?
Excuse me?
Is your music available in digital platforms?
Yes, yes. All of my music is on all digital platforms. It's on YouTube, Spotify, everywhere that you can stream music, my music is available.
Nice. Now, where do you have a band, or are you doing tracks when you're performing?
I do both.
Okay.
If it's necessary and it's going to be a big show. I just had a concert about 2 weeks ago at Sam's Burger Joint, and they did require a band, so I did hire a band. And again, I am so privileged with just to know great musicians, because my drummer was none other than one of La Sombra, Marco Guerrero, and he did an amazing job. We didn't have the time to rehearse, and so we just went out there, and I said, well, they don't know my music, so we did the most familiar covers, like some of Selena's songs, and so Laura Canales. I did Ya Te Vi from Elsa Garcia, and we just had a really good time. It was just beautiful. The music was great, and it was a great performance. I really enjoyed it. But another times, if it's gonna be a smaller venue, then I'll just do track music. I've also done mariachi, because I started off with mariachi in when I was in my 20s. So I'm very familiar with a lot of mariachi music. So if, events require a mariachi, which I like to do sometimes, I also hire a mariachi for that. So, it's just give or take. I always like to go out and surprise everybody and come out with something like, wow, I didn't even know Lydia knew that. So, it's just something in me that, and I just like to surprise people.
So when you were at Sam's, you were the first Tejano woman to sing there, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, the first ever Tejano at all.
Oh,
There
okay.
have been anybody in Tejano to perform there. Their usual lineup is country or rock, you know, even I think they have rap bands as well.
Oh, wow.
But I was the very first Tejano performer at Sam's Burger Joint.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I feel like we just broke boundaries.
Right.
And hopefully, you know, there's more venues that don't play Tejano that will allow us to come in and bring that, you know, because people love to dance.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Tejano's very danceable. You're gonna go out, you're gonna dance, a cumbia, you know. So I just hope that this opens more doors to more venues, you know, that we can go out and inline the music, you know, people with our music.
Now, when you're performing, do you throw some of your originals or do you just go straight through covers?
No, I've performed my originals. As a matter of fact, Anthony and I, he was still performing during fanfare. So we went out, and Anthony, of course, knows my music because he arranged it. So, you know, him and Richard Solis and John Pacheco already know my music. So we did my originals. So I've done my originals, but only with Anthony because he's the one that arranged it and knows the music.
Nice. All right, quick little shout outs to Hope Luna. We got the Puro Pedo Talk Show, Mr. Chino Rod here. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. Those are-
Andrea de la Cruz, she says, hello, sister, love you.
Hi. Yes, the Puro Pedo Talk Show. Big shout out to those guys. They're my cousins, my primos.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love those guys. They've been doing great. They're award winners, and I just, you know, I love them so much. And so big shout out to them, and thank you for watching.
Es puro pedo, como dicen, es puro pedo nomás.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. ¿verdad?
We gotta say hello to Moses. Thank you for watching. And then, South Texas Conjunto Association, Roscoe Pico is on.
Okay, how you doing, Roscoe?
Hello, and Rick Monzo is on. Hello, Rick. And we already said hi from
Well, hello, everybody.
So are you working on some new music right now? Are you trying to work on a CD or?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna complete that pop album. I just released a song that just actually hit YouTube today. It's called "Forever with You." It's an R&B soul, and I just wanted to do that because it just brings out my voice. You know, it enhances my voice so much. So throughout the years, I've listened to everything from R&B to rock music, pop music. You know, back when I was younger, I used to be listening to Madonna and, you know, all the greats in the 80s. And so I don't want to put boundaries or, you know, or I want to expand and so touch all different audiences and just connect with people. And so I feel that music is that connection. And so I want to reach everyone. There's a lot of people that don't listen to Tejano. There's a lot of people that don't listen to country. But, you know, here I go and I do a little bit of everything. And it just brings the audience to like, wow, well, Lydia sings this, but she also sings this. So always bring something to people that, you know, they're something to look forward to, something that everybody's going to like. Everybody's going to enjoy a good time. You know, if they go out to one of my shows, I usually like to give a little sampler of it, you know, a little bit of everything. So this is who I am. Of course, I'm Tejano, and I'm going to continue. You know, those are my roots. We are Tejano. I'm going to bring on the Tejano. But I don't want to just leave it there. I want to expand and just, you know, reach out to different audiences, and hopefully people enjoy my music, people enjoy my show, give everybody a little something that, you know, everybody can enjoy.
Well, can we get a little sample of the song you just released, a cappella?
Yes, I released, it's called Forever With You, and it says, you brought back the joy in my heart. Everything I thought I had lost with the warmth of your embrace. No one could ever take your place.
All right. So how many
That's
of those songs are gonna be on that CD?
I'm pushing towards maybe 6 or 8.
Okay.
Yes, for that pop. I'm also working on the cumbia, so I have to work on the two in between, and I'm like, okay, but I have a really my son that's doing the music and producing the music. He's creating the beat. If he's not creating beats, he's doing music. He plays guitar, he plays drums, and then my other son plays keyboard. So sometimes we just sit there in the living room and just come up with music, and then I'm like, oh, I know the perfect lyric for that. And so, it's our like a sort of family pastime or, hobby that we have is music.
Well, I mean,
And we love it.
you're spending time with your kids and everything, so that's good. That's some family bonding and making some memories.
Yes, of course. And that's the way I started as well. I have, come from a very musical family. My biological dad, my dad plays guitar and he plays guitar very well. And I used to go visit my dad, and he had a little conjunto that he put together as well. It was called the Weekend Boys. And as a matter of fact, one of the Puro Pedo talk show guys, Mark, used to play the drums for that little conjunto that we
Okay.
had. And it was just a fun time, just family. And we would go to my dad's, have a barbecue, and start the conjunto up. And my dad sang some songs, and I would sing some songs, and it was just a wonderful time. So I think this is the same thing that I'm instilling in with my kids. That music is just it's in us.
Nice. All
So
right.
are your kids part of the band when you have to have a band, or they're
No, they don't want to. Although I have two daughters that have very beautiful voices as well. They sing beautifully, but they're shy. They don't want to. I'm trying to get my one of my younger ones. She's 16, and she went with us a couple of weeks ago to do karaoke at a restaurant. Trying out the restaurant just opened, and they were going through some struggles, trying to bring people to the restaurant, so they were doing karaoke. And I brought her along, and she did a song from Adele, and everybody
oh
loved it.
wow,
And it's very difficult even for
yeah.
me. Those Adele songs, I will do a little piece. I'll leave it to her because her voice is fresh and beautiful, and everybody loved it. And she kind of liked the applause and all that, but still, they're shy. My boys, they don't want to seriously go out and play. One of my sons used to play with a rock band a couple of years ago when he was in high school, and he kind of got that out of his system. So now he's just producing for me and helping me out. He's also my manager. So, but as far as wanting to play on stage, they don't really want to. I wish, because they're really really talented.
So if anybody wants to get a hold of you for an event, where can they get a hold of you?
You can go to Lidia Flores on Facebook. You can also look for me on TikTok, Instagram, under Lidia Flores. All of them. I have 3 YouTube channels. 2 of them are from the distributors, music distributors, and then I have one personal that I use. That's where I upload all the videos from all my performances and things like that. It's Lidia Flores Music on YouTube. You can find me there as well, and encourage you, because that's where you get to see who Lydia is, the live performances, and so even the other ones from the distributor, that's only my songs, and then I have a Vivo channel with the one that has all the videos on there. So yeah, I'm like all over the place.
Now, what about merchandise? Do you have merchandise? If anybody wants to buy merchandise,
I don't at the time. My son actually had a store. He kind of put a pause on the store right now because he's busy helping me with the music. But we do want to get the store back on track, and we start selling the merchandise through the store. So, as soon as I do have more information on that, I'll post it. I post everything on Facebook. I post a lot and daily. Any little update, anything, you would find it on Facebook. That's where I put all my flyers, all my performances. So anything new that for Lydia Flores, you can find it on Facebook.
Okay. Well, you want to say any special shout outs before we go?
Yes, I want to give a big shout out to all my family out there on Idaho. I keep promising them every time I go to on a radio show, and they're out there like, Prima, give a shout out. So everybody out there in Idaho, I love y'all. Everybody here in San Antonio, my promoters, Christina G, La Joya, y'all are doing amazing. I would not have been able to do none of this without you. And to my son, Joshua Olveda, who is my producer and also my manager. So, and all my family, of course, Puro Pedo, talk show, everybody out there that has been a part of my life and through this journey, through this musical journey, and just following me and allowing me to play at your events or anything that you have been a part of. I really appreciate it. And I love you all so much.
All right. All right. Well, we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to do the interview with you. And hopefully you can come down to Houston one day and we can have you in the studio.
Excuse me?
I said, hopefully you can come down to Houston one day. That way we can have you in the studio.
Oh, yes, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. We will work on a date for that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. And once again, thank you for the interview. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Yes, and thank you so much for having me. And thank you. And also, I am so glad to meet you both.
Okay.
And
All right. Thank you.
saludos from San Antonio.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
All right. Well, we're gonna get ready for our next interview right now. We'll take a little commercial break, and we'll be right back. Once again, your boy DJ Fluffy, Mickey. The redhead and Mickey D over here. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.